Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
It is so appropriate that we're sitting here a day before Halloween and the song that is just finishing playing above us and the speaker is very faint, which is good because sometimes if you play licensed music over a talk show, they mute it. It was Thriller by Michael Jackson, so that just finished. As the show is starting, you could hear the laugh at the end, the Vincent Price. So will you go as Michael Jackson on Halloween tomorrow? Do you have a costume picked out? I have so many questions about that. Do you love Halloween? Steve, our very own Steve, is going to be Michael Jackson tomorrow. So it's just at what point, like what phase of Michael Jackson will he be, though? That's up for discussion. I'm so glad that you're with us. Welcome to the program. There's a lot to talk about before we get to our first guest. I'm going to go kind of quick. We have a new employee at Register 11 this morning, and her name is Sherry LeWitch. You can see right there. You know your boss likes you when he gives you a motion-activated witch and then gives that witch a name tag. So to quote Lizzo, Sherry is 100% dat witch. And I say that very carefully. Serving you since 1584. Both the plastic witch and Sherry. And they both came to work on a broom. So that is...
I love her.
And I say that, and everybody knows that I'm kidding, and I love Sherry, and she gives it just as well as she can take it. And people will wait to go through Sherry's register. They'll wait, and I'm always like, "You can come over here," and they're like, "Oh no," because they want to have that dose of Sherry. She's always constantly asking people for scotcheroos and cookies, and I mean, she's wonderful. She's been here for a long time, since 1584, and it's great to have her. She is, whenever there is a cleanup in aisle 3, she brings her broom. Steve pointing out, that's good. Again, it's like being on SNL with these cards I have. Right? It tests my vision with the glasses. Yesterday, we delivered 1,000 pounds of peanut butter to MCSA, Muscatine Center for Social Action, along with Hy-Vee Main Street, downtown Muscatine. That was a lot of fun. So Hy-Vee has partnered with Hormel and Skippy to make this happen. You can see in that picture a lot of smiling faces. I was behind the camera for that one because there's a lot of mustache going on, and I don't want that to take away from this wonderful donation. Everybody would just be fixated on my stash. It's not about me. It's about 1,000 pounds of peanut butter, which will make over 16,000 sandwiches. So that's one part of the story. And then we kind of put it out there, challenging people to match the amount of peanut butter with jelly. And in the blink of an eye, Abby and Emma Urington, literally like 24 hours after the peanut butter thing went out, the Urington twins are like, we'll match with 1,000 pounds of jelly. So since they were in second grade, they're sophomores now, Emma and Abby started Coins for Christmas, and they've collected coins, spare change. They've taken cans of pop and bottles in for the deposits to the tune of like $15,000, and then they've used that money to buy mattresses and TVs and outfit the rooms at the homeless shelter inside MCSA. Just to name a few of the organizations that they've been able to serve. Their mom, Dana Urington, contacted me, said the girls want to help. We got them in the store with their dad, Brian, and bada bing, bada boom, 1,000 pounds of jelly. So that's absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate their efforts. Again, they're sophomores in high school. What a great example for our young people in Muscatine. A little bit of a video action from when the girls were here yesterday. They're just great. I've known them for about 6 or 7 years now since I've been in town, and I appreciate their efforts. That is for sure. All right, Chad, I'm going to skip the rest of my notes, and I want to get to our guests that are patiently waiting because we've got a lot to talk about this morning with our friends from Lutheran Living Senior Campus. So in order, to my right is Naria Strickland with Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Dave Armstrong. There's so many Dave Armstrongs in this town, by the way. One of them's got to go. Dave Armstrong is next to Naria, and Randy, Rogantine. Did I get it right? I even phonetically broke it out. Rogantine. Great to have you all here. Naria, Dave, Randy in the house, Lutheran Living Senior Campus. We have so much to talk about. I feel like I see you all a lot, which I like. We had a lot of fun this summer with 2 car shows that went over really well. And I always have a good time out there. I want to start by saying congrats, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, the winners of Paint the Town Pink with Discover Muscatine. You all did a great job.
They did.
October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know that you had, and I think there's a link, Chad, for the Discover Muscatine website where they highlight what you did. I mean, from lighting to having a giant ribbon painted.
I stole that idea from you guys.
You did who, the what now?
I stole that idea from you
I
guys.
know. I just wanted to make sure we got it on
Yes.
record.
Yes, she did.
Got a big red arrow painted out there.
Yeah.
She saw who did it,
Yeah.
Santos Bueno Jr., and then he came out and painted a giant arrow, or a ribbon, right?
He did
Yeah.
a great job.
I'm going to hit you with the microphone. So what was it about this? I mean, obviously breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women, but for you guys to really, you went all in on this. What made you want to jump in with both feet, Nuria?
Crazy department heads.
Okay. And it was like throughout the entire facility, right?
Yep.
Like there was
Yes.
pink
Even
everywhere.
our residents
Yeah.
Really?
participated in it.
That's absolutely fantastic. All right, so and I think there's some pictures, Chad. If you scroll up or down, I'm not sure exactly where, but these guys totally crushed it and won the Paint the Town Pink. So there you go. You can see a whole. Oh, I love the pink boas. What a nice touch that is, and the lighting. Look at the lighting. That is super cool.
Yeah, maintenance did a good job.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Wow. That is absolutely fantastic. And again, when you talk about breast cancer affecting 1 in 8 women, it's a big deal. So what a great way to get everybody involved. And that's just got to make everybody feel good because you're all working together, right, and helping raise awareness for a good cause. That is great. Oh, my gosh. These pictures are fantastic. So Lutheran Living Senior Campus coming in first place. Not that it was about winning a contest, but it's always nice, Randy, when you can, you
Yeah,
can step
take it
up to
home.
the plate. Yeah, right. They will kindly accept their trophy whenever they want to get that. Not that there's a trophy. I don't know if there's a trophy or not. The
No,
Discover
it's
Muscatine
recognition.
recognition, yeah. And it's all about, again, raising awareness and understanding that breast cancer affects a lot of women right here in Muscatine. I love the shirts, and yeah, this is so great. So again, this is on the Lutheran Living Senior Campus Facebook page. Something else we need to mention, it's Halloween tomorrow, and Mother Nature is not going to cooperate. Friends, it's going to be kind of gnarly outside, and you're inviting folks to come trick-or-treat at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Now, this has gone on before, but
We do
I
it
think you're going to
every
be
year. Yeah.
busier because of the weather,
I
right?
would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what time does that start tomorrow? Is it
5:30?
5:30? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 5:30 to 7:30, I believe. Yep.
Okay. And then is it what's the I'm familiar with the layout. Are you going to have are people going to be able to trick or treat throughout the whole
Yes.
Yes.
campus or
Yes.
what?
All of
Yeah.
our residents that want to participate will have their own candy bowl and be either
Outside of their room or
outside
in
of
the
the
hall.
room or in the
Yeah.
lounge area or somewhere like that.
Absolutely awesome.
And our capacity is 155 people,
Oh.
so probably a lot of candy.
Yeah, I was going to say. And as far as the amount of people that you expect with the weather looking like it's going to, because here's the thing, there are certain neighborhoods in Muscatine that people are like, oh yeah, we got to go there for Halloween. Like
Right.
they give out good candy, or there's more than 2 houses on a block that have their light turned on. But if the weather is going to be like it's forecasted, it doesn't matter if you go to the best neighborhoods or not. Your kids are going to still have to be outside. So if you can go to a place like Lutheran Living Senior Campus, huge parking lot, right? Walk inside, and yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, I for a number of years when I was at the radio station, I would interview Ellen Gordon, who is the CEO of the Tootsie Roll Company, for the sole purpose because she would send us a ton of candy that I would then donate to places like Lutheran Living Senior Campus. So do you need any candy at this point? How are you sitting in that regard?
We could always use more. Yes.
So Ellen Gordon with the Tootsie Roll Company, if you're watching in Chicago, Illinois, send some to these folks.
Send you a lot.
A lot. The radio station would be like, you got mail, and it would just be cases of candy. But the residents have to love this, right? To
Oh,
see
absolutely.
the kids in costume, and, it's great to bring people. Anytime you can invite folks from the community to a place like Lutheran Living Senior Campus, it's a win-win, right?
It is. And our residents truly do. They enjoy it. They look forward to it.
Well, as they should. I mean, it's nice to bring folks in, and again, if you can go trick-or-treating and not be outside in the elements,
Win.
That's correct.
win and windy and snowy, potentially. It's just terrible. All right, so the news. Dave Armstrong is, and it says right there on the screen, he's retiring as executive director, Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Randy taking over, Nuria not taking over.
No.
That's a
Staying
good
in
thing.
her lane. We've all known each other for a while, so this is all fine. Dave, how long had it been with with your time at Lutheran Living Senior Campus, and as you reflect, you were there, you helped shepherd a lot of change and growth. So let's talk about how long you were at Lutheran Living, and of course the retirement party happening this afternoon. So just some reflections on time spent and what you're proud of.
I've been in the profession 35 years.
Wow.
And this is the third campus I've been privileged to lead, and been there 11 years.
Wow. Okay.
A lot of change during these 11 years. The present board and the past board I really appreciate, because they understood the fact that senior care is changing, and they recognized the fact that what was servicing the community in the past had to change, and they looked to the horizon. And now I think with our transitional care center, we're becoming more part of the healthcare system, where in the past nursing homes were not considered to be that.
Sure.
So a lot of good things happening.
And I feel like, again, I limited involvement, but I know enough, and that TCC, Transitional Care Center, is really cutting edge, state of the art. It was a big deal when that happened, and it was a lot of work. And it's an unbelievable place. And for folks that are able to go from like being in the hospital to your TCC and then hopefully going back home,
right?
It's a huge amenity for all of Muscatine County, quite frankly.
Yeah, we are averaging over 450 admissions a year.
Oh my gosh!
We have caught. It's really caught on.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
being recognized as part of the healthcare system, not just a long-term care situation.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the amount of change. Talk about 35 years, your personal experience. It looks a lot different, right? As far as you talk about all the different, just on the website with the different services that folks can see at home on the screen that are available. And that's, like you said, you have to evolve.
Exactly.
In that type of organization to meet the need, because you don't want people. The thing that that bothers me is that folks don't understand sometimes all the good things we have in our own backyard, and they feel like, well, for that I have to go to the Quad Cities or Iowa
exactly.
City. And you don't.
Very much so.
Because there are so many places like Lutheran Living Senior Campus that are just making huge investments because people don't want to. We don't want folks to have to travel to, whether it's to take a loved one for care, or to then just go visit. I can't even imagine people having to drive 20, 30, 45 minutes to go see a family member, where it could just be a 5-minute drive right here in Muscatine. So are you now? I told you this when I saw you on Saturday here in the store. Every person that I talk to that's retired, and I'm making air quotes, they're busier than they were when they were working. And you told me you might take just a month to just relax before doing anything else.
Probably so. Yeah.
So, but last day is tomorrow, right?
That is correct.
Wow, it's so wild. I personally appreciate the relationship that we've had and what you've been able to do for this community, and it's great that folks can stop by today from 1 to 3 and say, hey, you're not moving or anything, right?
Yeah, we're glad we're having one less Dave Armstrong in the community.
I was going to say, no more confusion. You're the guy that can sell me a house? Well, not quite. And then Randy, for you have to be so excited.
Yeah, I am
for the
very excited.
Opportunity to take the reins and I mean, it's been how many years for you now with Lutheran?
2.
Okay, so when you arrive, you have to feel like, wow, this place is
huge.
It's huge. It's huge, but it's I don't want to say it's future proof, but it's future ready, right? And that had to make you feel good about the decision to come to Muscatine, and then obviously when you learn of Dave wanting to retire and to take that role, you have to feel really good about that decision
definitely.
you made, right?
Very much.
So
she's a good leader. I give Randy a lot of credit. I couldn't be happier with handing it off to her. She's going to do well.
And how many employees are we talking about under the roof out there at Lutheran Living?
Around 240.
Okay, I just hope the people at home understand that. 240 people every day are showing up and making a difference at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. This isn't a small place. I mean, by no shape, it's massive, but 240 people that care and that are there every day. I mean, as much as it is a job, I know that people like Naria that have been there just a couple of months.
Decades.
You said it.
I mean, let's be honest.
How do you feel about this new boss lady? What do you think?
No comment.
Oh, my
She's not
gosh.
going on record about that. But Naria, as someone that's been there you're seasoned. You've been there a little bit.
Seasoned like a chicken breast.
I'm so glad they didn't catch that, hopefully. But you know that your coworkers care, and whether it is at the TCC or helping folks with dementia or Alzheimer's or just the assisted living, I mean, everybody is there for the right reasons every day.
Absolutely. We have a lot of long-term staff.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can just see with their interactions that they truly love the residents and their job.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, right? I mean, people are entrusting their parents or their loved ones with your staff, and that's a huge responsibility. Do you think about the weight of that often?
No.
No? But
Because you just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like
You just
that's
do it every day.
Like that's our passion.
Sure.
That's what we want to do, and so it's just
Yeah.
that's just it.
Right, and when you're able to, I mean, because it's one thing to be there and work, but the relationships that you forge with these wonderful folks that are there, regardless of the duration of the time that they're there. I mean, everybody, you see them all the time, and you probably, have great conversations, meaningful conversations, and it's just, I think that's important. Like, as much as you are helping folks and giving them a great quality of life, or helping them get back on the mend with the TCC Center, but there's just something more that's going on there than just all the,
Takes a
the
compassionate
care.
person.
Well,
Definitely takes a
And they become your
compassionate
family.
person. Yeah.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, Dave, for you, 11 years, you've got to know a lot of people, and then with the expansions that have happened in the last 5 to 6 years, again, you just can continue to serve more, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I imagine you get a lot of nice cards and stuff from
Oh, yeah.
the family
Yeah.
folks.
And that's
that-
very appreciative
Sure.
when the families do that, because quite often you don't see that or hear that, and you got to let your staff know that these families do appreciate what they do.
Absolutely.
So it's an excellent profession. If you're a people person, you really get to know your residents and your families,
Sure.
and it's fantastic.
So Stephanie was going to be here. She's not feeling the best right now, but she's here. And
She's here in spirit. This is Stephanie.
So
Oh,
Stephanie,
she's gonna kill you.
I don't understand why everybody that works at Lutheran Living, except for Dave, has to have a complicated last name to pronounce. But that's Stephanie
Kronloggy.
Kronloggy.
Yes, this is
On paper, it looks like Kronlog.
Yes.
Kronloggy. I mean, I'm Loken Soul, but tone's a lot easier to say. So Stephanie will be the new assistant executive director?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So,
But poor Stephanie has strep throat, so she couldn't be here. So here she is.
In spirit.
Yes,
I
she's
love
here in
it.
spirit.
and she's also
You're welcome, Steph.
Randy and Dave's biggest fan, literally. She's on a fan.
Yes.
So that also works out well. And there's somebody on the back of that?
Different person.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Like, I was hoping there wasn't a surprise.
No,
like it's
no
not
surprises.
This, not
Just
this mug.
nope. We just need the one side.
That's fantastic. So, Randy, as you look ahead, are there things that you're looking to implement? Or, I mean, it's a lot. It's a big organization to take the reins of, but are you thinking, okay, well, to continue being able to offer the most amount of care and options for Muscatine County, we need to maybe look here. What's the future look like for Lutheran Living Senior Campus? Again, there's been so much work that has been done, and you're at such a good place, but you can't just be complacent. You have to be constantly
you have to
thinking ahead,
constantly,
right?
evolve with the times, and there's
Sure.
lots of healthcare changes that happens frequently. So I think bringing Stephanie on board, she is already the head of our therapy department.
Okay.
And so she's been with Lutheran Living for, I think, 3 or 4 years now.
Awesome.
So she knows our team and works well with us. I think it's just Stephanie and I building and coming together to decide how we're going to work as a team, where Dave and I already have how we work as a team. It's just going to be finding that, which won't be hard because we already are.
Sure.
And then it'll be her and I working with our board, who we have a wonderful board of directors, and deciding now what. Where are we going to take Lutheran Living? How are we going to move forward with bigger and better plans to keep evolving and making sure that we're providing the best care that we can? And so I think there'll be a lot of exciting things to come.
And Lutheran Living has been in Muscatine since
1895.
1895.
Started as an orphanage.
Wow. Yeah, 1895. So literally, I mean, it's haven't gone anywhere, and it just continuing to grow. And it's such a great location as well, right? It's kind of fun driving
Beautiful
up the hill a
location.
little bit.
It is
Yeah,
beautiful,
absolutely beautiful
yes.
up there. Yeah, the board of directors, it seems like you both, Dave and yourself, have made comments on that. Great group. I don't know who's on the board, but obviously folks that care and understand the importance of setting Lutheran Living up for success. Because it's ultimately about taking care of people. But then there's also something to be said, and I keep coming back to this, 240 people have a job because of Lutheran Living Senior Campus. That's a big deal.
Right.
And you've been able to employ people since it opened in 1895. That's unbelievable, right?
I'm sure the labor laws were different back then.
You think so? Really?
Thank you, Nuria.
Sherry, she was around back then, flying around on her broom. She might know. Yeah, well, she's all right. Trust me. And again, some of the history that's on the website. It is a really cool place, and I think the reality is that we're all getting older. Nobody's found the fountain of youth or the Benjamin Button to reverse the aging thing.
True.
Right? I mean, look at me. I have a whimsical mustache now. I never thought
whimsical.
I would. Yeah.
Whimsical. Okay.
Some would say whimsical. Some would say Tom Selleck's brother. We're in the middle. Tom Selleck's husky brother that's whimsical.
Husky brother.
But I think about aging, not all the time, but that's the reality, right? I mean, I think about
silver tsunami is coming in.
Yeah.
More and more people are turning 65
Sure.
at this point in time than the history of the United States. So senior care is going to become more and more of a factor in our culture.
I think my dad just turned 60. I'm sure he'll love that I mentioned this. 63. So 2 years away from the silver tsunami. Although it is a white tsunami with his hair, and I'm getting it now too with the grays, right? So it's going to get me as well. But yeah, I mean, the reality is, we need places like Lutheran Living Senior Campus to stay open and to continue to grow because the demand will not stop.
Oh, right.
No
I
way.
mean, you talk about healthcare jobs it's one of those fields that there's always going to be a need. I mean, I have an uncle and a cousin that are both undertakers, and that's the same thing with nurses and doctors. Like, it's always, we're always going to need people in those capacities. So yeah, Muscatine will need Lutheran Living Senior Campus to continue to remain a fixture in town, and then to continue to remain a place that can grow to meet the need. And I don't know what that need's going to look like. That's not my area of expertise. I don't know how the technology will help, and I'm sure that it will in the next 5 or 10 years, how that can play a role in as far as the services that are provided. Maybe there'll be some breakthroughs to help folks that are dealing with things like Alzheimer's and dementia. I mean, that's where there's all this research and technology that's going on right now. It's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
To have people that are making strides, and we want to continue to supporting that, right?
Yep.
And then there's a lot of opportunities. Again, I think y'all do a great job bringing the community to you and inviting them in, because for some of us, you drive past Lutheran Living Senior Campus, you have no context for it. But I would encourage you, whether it's trick-or-treating with kids or grandkids or coming out to Dave's retirement party, just go. Make it a point to stop by, and because you'll appreciate what's going on there. Comment on Facebook, and this is what I love about this town. So Megan Francis, who's at Sunnybrook, says, congratulations to everyone at Lutheran Living for the work you do and for the things to come. Everybody seems to get along well together.
Yes, definitely.
And that's great. And I don't know if that exists everywhere. And I just hope that people can appreciate that, because we're all in it to take care of people.
Right.
At
Yep.
the end of the day.
We all provide a little bit of a different service.
Yeah.
And people have their preferences, and that's great.
Sure.
And we don't, I know with Megan at Sunnybrook, we don't look at it as competition. We kind of back each other up and, work to get patients in where they need to be and where they fit in.
You know that I just went through my last pen that you gave me the other day?
You are kidding
So what are
me.
you saying? You want some more
That bag
pens?
of pens?
I gave a lot of pens out.
Oh, thank you.
How are you
Good
doing
job.
on olives?
What's that?
How about olives?
I'm doing okay. I wasn't going to bring up. So Nuria has this thing where she found out that I like green olives, and I don't have a lot. I have a big, giant, industrial container of green olives that Nuria got. This is getting off the rails a little bit, but I DJ'd a wedding for Nuria's best friend's daughter, and your best friend gave me a thing of green olives. So let me just say, Randy, I am good on green olives right now.
Yes, but you
I don't
need
know,
pens.
Dave. Spoiler alert! I would like to re-gift you some green olives as a retirement gift.
Okay, so you bet.
So I don't know if you're okay with that or not, but Yeah, no, I love the pens, and I pass them out to my coach. You know, people.
Awesome.
I was always the kid in school that had the pens that would be the generous ones, but then I never got them back. I'm not saying I need a bag of pens.
I'll get you some pens.
I mean, just for the sake of the show, look, people would see it. They'd go, "Oh, that's our Lutheran Living Senior Campus pen."
I'll get you some pens.
I believe you and your bag of pens has made it to our slideshow for today for his open house.
Yeah.
Oh, has it?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Out of all the things I could be in there for,
Yep.
all the various
welcome.
times I've been out there in different capacities,
It's the pens.
that's good. All right. Dave, it's wild, man. I'm happy for you. Yeah, you've earned it. You've worked hard. I was going to say I'm sad to see you go, but I want it to be a positive thing. It's your choice. You've worked hard 35 years making a difference, and you've earned it, man.
Thank you.
I hope that you get to enjoy the 30 days before you get
Busy.
bored and start tinkering or whatever. Maybe you will become a realtor like the other Dave Armstrong.
Who knows? That's right.
Like Dave
Competition.
Armstrong squared.
It
They wouldn't compete, Randy. They would work together. It would only make sense. People are already getting them confused.
He has a brother named Steve.
You have a brother named Steve? Oh, this is so weird, right? This is like the Matrix.
He's got his middle name is Alan.
Yeah.
Alan.
Oh my gosh, that's super bizarre.
He doesn't live here in town, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Randy, you don't have you don't have a doppel thing or somewhere.
No, I don't think
right?
so. Mm-mm.
Okay. You don't know though.
Not that I know of.
I had two coworkers call me 2 weeks ago in my office, and they were like, "There's somebody in the produce department that looks just like you. You should come down and meet him." And I was like, "You're not supposed to meet your doppelganger. Like one
yeah.
of you dies if you meet him. So I don't want to run into myself like an alternate universe and be like, oh my gosh, I don't.
Did
want
you
that
go
to
meet him?
happen." No, I didn't. I stayed at my desk. I was sharpening I was making a knife out of my Lutheran Living pen just in case I needed
Oh
it.
my
to get down. So that's why I ran out of them. All right, so I'm excited for Dave to retire, for Randy to step in. Today, if you're watching, we're live here on the 30th. There's a retirement party for Dave Farty. There's a retirement party for Dave. It's the mustache. 1 till 3, and then trick or treating on Halloween. 5:30, starting at 5:30. So if you don't want to take the kids out in the element, you don't have to. And I always like the different events and things y'all do. I never thought we'd have one car show, let alone two, but that was a really good time. So please keep me in the loop if you need anything. You've got a friend in me, to quote Randy Newman, and we're happy to bring you on the show. I would be remiss if I didn't ask, for the sake of folks that are watching. Again, they can always learn more information online or on social media. Are you at capacity at Lutheran Living Senior Campus right now? I want to ask. Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Okay. And you said there were 150.
And upstairs, because our lower level is assisted living.
Okay.
Just upstairs, we have. The
We do
capacity
have
for
an opening, though, in
150.
assisted living that just came open recently. It's a one-bedroom apartment, so
there's a
we
one-bedroom
will be
apartment
posting
opening.
for that.
And that's rare.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
We're
rare
usually
that we
full.
have any openings
With
in
the
assisted living.
6 service lines we have, we can handle up to 192 seniors on the campus.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Did I not know there's a downstairs? What do you mean there's an upstairs?
Lower level.
Lower level?
Look, we have an elevator that goes downstairs.
know that.
So you pass that when you come up the drive to go up to the main entrance.
Yeah.
There's a first drive.
Okay.
That's assisted living. And so there's 14 assisted living apartments.
I didn't know.
And
Maybe
then,
I knew that.
Then we have
Oh.
independent living and condos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've only gotten. That's how big that place is.
Yeah, it's huge.
I thought I'd seen it all, but I've only seen
yeah.
half
Yeah.
of it, apparently. And those openings are rare, and I'm assuming they'll go quickly. So
Usually,
Yeah.
yes.
it's not like a sales tactic. I mean, that's the reality,
no,
right? A place
yes.
like Lutheran Living Senior
Yes.
Campus doesn't have a lot of openings. So if it's if someone's at the point of their life where this is conversations you're having, I would encourage you to reach out, right, and learn more. I don't know if you have a waiting list or however that process works for things
Right.
like that, but yeah, the info's right there, right? 2421 Lutheran Drive. Been there so long, have their own street.
Yes,
I
we
hope
do.
to be in Muscatine long enough to have my own street,
Tony Tone Street?
or just Tone Drive.
Tone Drive?
Tone
like
Drive?
it?
Change
Yeah,
the
that's
Tone
classy.
Drive.
I like
Yeah,
it.
thanks, Dave.
Classy.
Thanks, Randy. Thanks, nerd. What? Now, how many more years do you have to be there before you get Strickland Street?
They will never do that.
Like 2 more, you
Never,
think?
Never. Never happen.
Strickland Lane?
No.
No.
Never happen.
Don't be such a naysayer. I mean, maybe
That
this
road
is
will be the one that leads
maybe
into
this
the
is
woods.
a surprise.
There you go.
Um,
That would work.
I want to share. Maybe it's a surprise. I ruined the surprise. Sorry, I was reading a comment. Vince Gata on Facebook says Janice and Vince says that I'm happy for you, Dave. You've earned it. You worked hard. sad to see you go, but it's a positive thing, and it's your choice. You've worked hard after 35 years to make a difference. So that's nice to
Awesome.
see.
That's
Janice,
very nice. Thank you.
Janice was a nurse? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Man,
Janice was a fun nurse.
Yes, she was.
She's
Oh,
a
she's
hoot.
fun. Well, Vince is a hoot, too, so that doesn't surprise
bit.
me. A little, yeah, just a little
Yeah.
bit. This is what I'm saying. This town has so many connections.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
I just try to never offend anybody because everybody is related in some way or friends.
Yes,
and,
they are.
Right?
It's the biggest small town ever.
Yep.
And you live in Wapello, right?
I do.
And Naria's address is...
No.
Don't give your address out, Naria.
911.
That's right. Oh, it's great. All right. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for your time. Dave, congratulations again. Randy, excited for you. Please
you.
come back. And pal, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you.
I was going to buy your Starbucks, but you'd already paid for it. Yeah.
I'll catch you next.
I saw you there and I waited a second so that you would pay for it. So that
Yeah.
next time
Clever.
I'll get you. I'm
Smart.
just kidding.
Smart.
No more green olives. I'm cut off. Maria and I, we've known each other for a long time, so this isn't like Tony being rude. I just want to let let's get on the record. All right, Chad, how about what are we going? CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, cart cam. Oh, perfect. All right, we'll go to the Toyota Muscatine cart cam. Don't forget Dave Armstrong open house retirement party today, 1 till 3, October 30th, Wednesday at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. So here is the Toyota Muscatine cart cam heading across the front of the store. Going to go to the candy display because Halloween is tomorrow, and you can come in and grab some candy if you're going to go to places like Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Maybe you want to donate a bunch of candy so that all the residents have an opportunity to pass things out. There's our friend Sherry. As we cruise past, I'm glad she puts up with a lot, but again, she's great. There's a depressing display of ice melts because that's something that we need in October apparently. I almost grabbed a bag and put it behind customer service that I would then pay for later, but then I felt like if I do that, it's going to snow more. Like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to be the person that's like, oh, it's because you bought the ice melt that it snowed more, Tony. I don't want to be that guy. All right, so there's some good-looking Halloween candy. You can't miss it. Right near Register 1, across from CBI. Good perspective with the Toyota Muscatine car cam. It's all lower in price, as you can imagine, because it's the 30th again, see? What I love is the people that'll come in tomorrow, like in the afternoon, and candy on sale? Uh-huh. All right. I don't normally buy a cartload of candy, but... And here's the best part. Like, just because it's Halloween, you could hate Halloween, but man, you just love fun-size Snickers. You do you. We'll sell it to you. Trust me. We had 2 carts full of Captain Crunch Halloween cereal the other day for $1 a box. And it turns the milk green. And I was like, I don't know if I need that in my house. But that's where it is. You can see Tara Riggin working hard with some Miles Online orders. It's right near the front of the store. How's our breakfast crowd in here today? It's pretty good. You know who wouldn't hate candy? The breakfast crowd. They wouldn't hate that. So maybe you'll consider picking up extreme close-up of Dawn Sturm's Dodds right there at CBI. Pick up some candy. If you're going to have trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood, or maybe you're going to come buy candy, take it to a place like Lutheran Living Senior Campus. You can trick-or-treat there. Salvation Army is another spot. And, I like that our community is kind of stepping up to the plate to help our kids not have to be outside in the cold, because that just doesn't sound fun. All right, Chad, I think Matt's going to pop in a couple minutes. I'm kicking lights here. Let's go CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. I don't even remember where it's at. Oh, it's set up in the meat department where they have stolen. So that is a pumpkin that is supposed to look like Gru from Despicable Me. And there were 3 Minion pumpkins, and we were hoping that somebody would buy the whole set. And what happened was people just bought the Minion pumpkins and then left the Gru. So it's a little sad. But the Gru pumpkin comes with a free hat. What a nice hat. His nose is a little broken, but, look at the hat. I mean, you're getting a pumpkin and a hat. That is an extreme close-up. Does it make sense on the pork display? You be the judge. I think it looks marvelous. So we should just leave it there and see how long it takes to start rotting. I don't know if that's the best idea. And there's the broken nose, as promised. I'll tell you what, you want to come and buy the Gru pumpkin, I will personally see it that someone in the store glues it back on for you. How about that? Maybe a little duct tape right on there. Wouldn't be the worst idea. All right, so Chad, I don't think I mentioned this, and Did I mention the Joe Whitty thing at the start of the show? So there was news yesterday that Joe Whitty, Happy Joe, passed away at 82 years old. And that guy did a lot of good work for various organizations. But one thing that he did that I was just moved by, I mean, for years he had a special needs holiday party. And it would have over 500 to 1,000 special needs kids and adults in the Quad Cities. There's a picture from 2008, yours truly, with Happy Joe Whitty and my former radio co-host, Red Hot Brian Scott. So Happy Joe, that's his motorcycle. He let us borrow his motorcycle. I rode in the sidecar, and we rode that to the stage. And I didn't say this in my Facebook post because I didn't want it to be, but we rode it to the stage to MC the annual Hooters Bikini Contest. So thank you, Happy Joe, who, and I'm not going to say if Joe was at that event or not, but he let us borrow the motorcycle, and I kind of fit in the sidecar. So he was a very nice guy, and he cared and really had a soft spot in his heart for kids and adults with special needs. And his annual party, I think, will continue on as their intent. So rest in peace to Joe. What a legacy that guy left, that's for sure. All right, how about we look at some hot deals? Chad, what do you think? We'll check out some hot deals. I should also tell you that October 30th is National Checklist Day, so I sit here every day, and I've got my piece of paper that is essentially my checklist of things to talk about. It's also National Text Your Ex Day, so I can't encourage you to do that. Text your ex. I don't know if that's something you want to do. Never really goes well. New phone, who dis? Why are you bothering me? Sorry, it's National Text Your Ex. Maybe you text them, hey, it's National Text Your Ex Day, and then they call the police or something. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. All right, so here are the hot deals that start today. On the front page of the ad, you can see raspberries, chips, BOGO, ground beef patties. That's an awesome deal. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Boneless Beef Bottom Round Roast. Say that 3 times fast. Good Lord. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Boneless Beef Bottom Round Roast. I got it. Dan and Greek Yogurt. I don't know if we're ever going to have Dan and Italian yogurt, but I like Greek people. I love Euros. But as someone that's Italian, I feel like Italian yogurt would sell as well, maybe. I don't know. An Italian yogurt is just yogurt and sausage. That's what that is. So Hy-Vee cereal at a great price as well. So those are the new hot deals. Check that out on the front page of the ad. All right, let's go talk about Wellness Wednesday. That's an opportunity to save 10% off in the health market, HBC, and organic produce. So who are we waving in? Yeah, was that Matt? Is Matt coming in? Come on in, sir. You guys are going to have to go to work. Dave, you got 2 more days of work, then you're out of here.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll let you have Friday off.
Thank you.
Note to self, retire on Thursday like Dave is. Good idea, then you don't work Friday.
That's right. That's the best thing.
Congratulations, buddy. Great to see you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. All right, Chad, let's go the Chef Scott dinner. I love the moving parts that we have. This is great. It's a live show. Congratulations. Great to see you. Always a pleasure. Matt saying lucky. This is the best deal of the week. I want y'all to see this. This is dinner on Friday here inside the Market Grill Express. Check this out. Chef Scott gonna have the best dinner in Muscatine, Steve. I'm telling you. There's no place else you can go that's gonna have a dinner this good on Friday. For that price, braised short ribs served with roasted seasonal vegetables, garlic mashed potatoes, and a demi-glace. It's going to be fantastic. Chef Scott was most recently right-hand man at DeBeats Bistro, which unfortunately closed. I love Awad. He's a great guy, and I'm so happy to have Chef Scott Long here at the Market Grill Express. The guy, his resume, I think, Chad, I sent you the ad we have for Discover Muscatine. It has Chef Scott's biography, his little bio, and he has got such good experience. We're just talking about Chef Scott and his awesome resume. Microphone on his dinner in Muscatine. So mashed potatoes, roasted vegetable. It's heavy. I did not have I had it as National Checklist Day and National Text Your Ex Day, not candy corn.
It is.
Are you a fan of candy corn?
Yes.
Do you ever do the candy corn and then some peanuts? Because I had never had that in my life until a couple of years ago.
That is what you call a Pearson nut roll. It tastes just like that.
My.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm pro candy corn. A lot of people don't like it. I'm okay with that.
Well, it's been around since the 1800s, so it's got to be good.
Is that right?
Right.
Wow.
Would I lie to you?
I don't know. You brought me a razor yesterday, and I got my one feeling hurt.
I see that it didn't. You didn't
It
open
did not take it home. No, I didn't open it. I put it back on the shelf. We have a couple of things to talk about. I want to come back to that. Chad, if you can pull up that Chef Scott dinner again. This guy is the real deal. He's been kind of like quietly at Hy-Vee for over a year, working in our bakery. And it was one of those things. It's kind of like if you had Michael Jordan and he was not sitting on the bench, but just sort of like, you know, it's like Michael Jordan was an assistant coach. And you're like, wait a minute, aren't you Michael Jordan? You should be out there and play.
That's right.
So when you see something like that, and I just want people to understand, like, that's how it's going to look when it's served to you here in our restaurant. And that's a big deal.
Yeah, we're really excited about Chef Scott because he's going to bring that extra little touch to the restaurant that people were used to at other places in town that now they can get it here. And we are just delighted to have him in the store. He's going to do a phenomenal job.
It's just fun for me watching a professional chef work and how they're able to prepare things and just the seasonings and the prep. And we'll have some pictures and videos that we'll show you Friday morning. Scott going to be doing some of the prep tomorrow. I can't wait to capture it in the afternoon. So that's going to be awesome. Big day yesterday. The first thing we talked about, besides the first thing I mentioned this morning, which the newest employee that we have here at the store, Sherry Lewich, that's been here since 1584. There is Sherry.
Yeah, she's working Register 11 today.
And you probably didn't catch the comment that I made. I'll say it again. Both Sherry Lewich and Sherry rode a broom into work today. So that worked out well.
And also they have the same laugh.
They do have the same.
It's weird. I don't know. I think they're related.
Sherry's laugh is super contagious. That's fantastic. So a lot of heavy lifting yesterday. Started with 1,000 pounds of peanut butter at MCSA. That was a really cool deal. And then even more heavy lifting yesterday evening.
Hey, look, I'm working.
Right, this is proof.
We got it on camera.
And I was working by filming. So there's Matt and then Chad, who's the store director at Hy-Vee Main Street downtown. 1,000 pounds of jelly. Had you prior to last night, have you ever lifted 1,000 pounds of jelly?
Oh, I'm sure in my career I've lifted 1,000 pounds of almost everything. But it's fun to lift it into MCSA.
Yeah.
That was an awesome opportunity that we had.
Like, we knew that Hy-Vee, and there's a great post on the corporate Hy-Vee Facebook page, and they used that picture, which was exciting to see. So Hy-Vee as a company has this great relationship with Hormel, and then they're able to get Skippy peanut butter to understand how we can really make a difference in the community. And for a place like MCSA, you know, you hear the stats about how many people are being served in their food pantry. And what was fascinating for both of us, after the jelly was delivered yesterday, it was around like 4:30, 4:45 p.m., Scott Dahlke was like, hey, have you ever seen the food pantry? And our answer was no. So we got to tour it. And I mean, I should have taken some pictures inside of it. It's just so great to see the community support. So 1,000 pounds of peanut butter, 1,000 pounds of jelly show up. That's awesome. And then just within the last couple of weeks, Bayer, formerly Monsanto, donated brand new refrigerated coolers for
Yes. Those were fantastic.
We were standing in a store, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even think you can call it a food pantry. It doesn't do it justice. And the thing that I'll say that impresses me the most is that it's a choice food pantry, Matt. So they give folks that show up the power of making their own choices versus just saying, here's what you're getting.
That's right, and that's a big deal because it cuts down on waste, from what I understand from Scott. So if you give somebody something they don't like anyway, it's just going to go to waste, and this way they can make sure and stretch that dollar as far as we can.
And the peanut butter shelf-stable protein is awesome, right? People maybe don't think about peanut butter as being a good protein, but it absolutely is. So that was a great day. Chad, if we have a picture or video from the Urington twins, Emma and Abby. So they, we had Channel 8 WQAD reach out, and I said, yeah, this is a good story. But these two right here, since second grade, they've had their Coins for Christmas fundraisers. They're sophomores in high school. And do you have audio on that, Chad? Okay, a little
grade.
bit.
I'm
I
a
just want to
sophomore
make sure
now
we
at
give the girls their
Muscatine.
recognition. I'll stop
And
talking
over
for
the
a
years,
second.
we've raised around over $15,000 just to give back to MCSA, buy gifts, big items like mattresses and TVs, just to help them out.
And you're going to continue doing Coins for Christmas? Is that the plan?
Yeah, just good. Continue on giving.
1,000 pounds of jelly.
Have you ever seen 1,000 pounds of jelly before?
Since
No, I
second
never
grade,
thought I would have
over
a photo shoot with
$14,000,
jelly.
$15,000 collected with Coins for Christmas.
I'm trying to think. So,
and again, they've been able to
I'm
do
trying to think
things
if
like
there's
buy
anything else I
mattresses for the homeless shelter in MCSA and outfit the
Oh,
rooms
yeah,
with
you wanna do that one more
televisions,
time?
and it's things that we all
Coins for
probably
Christmas.
take for granted.
So Coins for
So
Christmas
good for
is,
them, Emma and Abby, right there,
it's
the
just-
Urington twins. And I just the rate that it happened, it was unbelievable. Like, kind of put it out there, and their mom Dana was like, "Hey, the girls want to do it." And we were like, "Okay." I mean,
It was super fast.
it was awesome, and it's also nice to know that places like Team Staffing are still going to collect some jelly and donate that. There's other businesses that are kind of doing a little match as well. So there's the Urington twins. Is just such a great day for sure to have that. And we're in 2019, so stories get posted about that. Channel 8 put it out, and one of the comments was, "What about the bread?" I think there's a plan for some bread delivery as well.
We need somebody to step up
Yeah.
for bread, don't we?
So maybe, I don't know, Country Hearth, that's like one of the, I don't know, I should call them out. I don't know. I see their
know.
trucks sometimes. So if anybody out there wants to step up with the bread, yeah, it would only make sense. But yeah, that donation will allow to be able to produce over like 16,000 sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That is a lot. I wonder if we're going to get involved in making those sandwiches. Do you think?
I make a pretty good peanut butter and jelly, I would say that it, even amount of both on a
I
sandwich.
will call Scott. Maybe he's listening. Scott, if you need some extra help.
Yeah,
with
ready.
the,
I would advise putting Doritos inside the middle. Have you ever done that? It's the
No.
best thing ever. It's Doritos or any type of chip. I don't want to just be exclusive, but that was a lunch staple. Peanut butter jelly, Doritos, boom.
Can't believe how unhealthy you are sometimes.
Yeah, right. Have you seen the picture on the internet of someone that took a cheese pizza and just covered it in, candy corn and then baked it off?
No.
You think we should do that? Or
Yes.
that?
We absolutely should.
Okay. All right. You have
I've
no
got
objections.
I've got some left here.
Good. All right. So a caramel corn pizza. It was a picture that was going around earlier this month, and it looked, I don't know, it looked a little suspect, but savory and sweet, right? People love savory and sweet. That's why
I'd try it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Chad,
a little
did you
bacon.
look at that. There, right there. The caramel corn pizza.
That looks crazy.
That's the picture.
That looks crazy. We're so doing that today.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We'll post it.
Deal. I love it. That was just a weird idea I had.
It'll probably melt all over the oven and we'll be out of commission for a week, but it'll be your fault,
who
Tony.
broke the pizza oven? We'll just do one of these moves. Not it. Halloween's tomorrow. You brought some candy corn. I don't want to assume that it's your favorite candy to have around Halloween, but is it in the top 5?
It's in the top 5.
Yeah.
It's no jelly bean for Easter.
Oh, you love jelly beans
Throwing
too.
that out there.
Okay.
Actually, my favorite candy
Yeah.
of all time is the sour cherry balls for Valentine's Day. Brock's.
Really?
Yeah.
Brock's sour cherry balls.
Yep, you can't get enough of those.
So
Like,
even
I
on
literally can't get enough of
even
those.
like okay, so hypothetically, you have kids that'll go trick or treating tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the job of a parent and inspect the candy.
Yep.
So you're saying kids
have to.
have to. Look at me, I have a mustache. Look how serious I am. Have to. I look like a candy detective. You dump out the candy, and you're saying if there were a Brock's cherry ball thing, you would go before Snickers, Twix, Reese's.
Oh, yeah. Any day of the week.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
Well, I wish I could buy you one right now, but they are not around.
Only Valentine's Day.
Only Valentine's.
So we're going to
As
get
far
each
as I
other
know.
Valentine's is what you just kind of alluded to.
You're going to get me Valentine's. Yes.
I guess so. That's it right there? Is that
Yeah.
it? I don't even know if I've ever seen that. And
Yeah,
I
they
grew up
are
not far from a
good.
Brock's candy factory.
The chewy ones right there.
The chewy
Yeah.
ones. I don't know. I
Yep.
feel like that's your favorite candy ever?
All time.
I would have never guessed that. I should have.
And if you eat like 3 bags in a row, you'll get a stomach ache. I've heard.
Not that you know from experience,
I've
but
heard that.
you've heard that.
I would never do that.
No. All right. So I can't believe that that's okay. That's an interesting choice. I thought you were going to say, I love those little, like there's the Snickers, and then there's like the fun size, and then they have like the little square ones that you don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
Those are so
Snickers is my second favorite.
Yeah.
That's named after a horse, Snickers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Snickers!
Snickers the horse.
Snickers the horse.
I feel like you'd learn more if you had me on more often.
Yeah, well, the doors, sometimes you just walk on. So you can come on whenever you want. We could bump tomorrow's guest if you want. Dracula's on the show tomorrow. Do you know that?
Really?
Dracula.
I'm still working on my Halloween costume.
I know you are. So maybe it's Matt that'll be Dracula. So the Pearl City Players are doing Dracula, the show, this weekend. And Dracula, I don't even think it's going to be Chris in character. I think it's going to be Dracula,
the real Dracula
on the show tomorrow.
That's
kind of
fantastic.
exciting. I've never interviewed someone that's a vampire before.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part about tomorrow is?
What's that?
Your mustache is gone the day after.
There have been
Isn't that
some suggestions made.
They're not good suggestions.
My friend Julie Berry has said, why don't you just let the goatee part grow back into the mustache?
That would be...
Like the phoenix rising from the ashes, so shall my goatee. And I got the stubble coming back already. Julie Berry.
Does she work with you every day?
She does not work here.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean.
We're looking for a more...
I was wondering if
change?
you were going to take a hard line on a facial hair policy.
Well, I am now.
Okay. Because I feel like there's some other suspectful people in this store.
I don't know.
Nobody has this good of a mustache, though. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Maybe nobody in Hy-Vee has this good of a stash right now. This is what the company is missing. Before you go, a couple other things I want to mention. The hot deals, we mentioned that earlier. It's on the front page of the ad. They are awesome opportunities for folks out there to get into the store and save. There's savings throughout this entire place. I just want people to understand that. But when you, Matt, look at that front page, I mean, there's something for everybody.
Absolutely. Got to come in and get it. Raspberries are awesome deal, 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cereal. I mean, where can you buy a 99-cent box of cereal? And it's a one-step cereal, which
helps people.
Yes.
So you're buying cereal for $1, and it's helping the Hy-Vee one-step program.
Talk about helping people in the community. That definitely does that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really awesome opportunity to save. So I just think that people are starting to find, I mean, you've known this longer than I have, but I've been here almost 2 years, and I understand that the perception that Hy-Vee is expensive is not true. It's not true. You can go list for list at other places and see how you can save more here. And then, by the way, no place else in town buy groceries and not pay full price for gas.
The Feel Saver is like the whipped cream.
Yes.
The topping.
Good analogy.
It's just,
yeah.
You get the great deals, and then, bam, Feel Saver.
Well, and here's the thing.
Which we have one of those coming up, I think.
Yes, Friday, Saturday, with every $50 spent, you get 25 cents off. It's fantastic.
So you're going to come in, and you're going to spend $50 on all those cheap items that we just showed you.
Right.
And then you're going to get 25-cent Fuel Saver.
It's just the best. And the thing is, until we're all driving Teslas, I don't have one. Do you have a Tesla?
Not yet.
What's your car run on?
Gasoline.
Yeah, same. Yeah. So until that changes, Fuel Saver is the best deal ever, period. And that gas station across the way over here, Hy-Vee Gas, they're just unbelievable. They know everybody, and they take care of you. And it's so in addition to saving money on gas, that's one thing. But if you fill up your vehicle with 10 gallons or more and you go inside, yesterday for a couple hours, they're putting 15 cents back on your card every day. It's a nickel back, right?
It's crazy. It's basically we're giving you the gas for free.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
So I understand. People think what you want, but as far as not having to pay full price at the pump, it's the best deal ever, and the savings in the store. It looks good. The deals are super visible. Nothing's hidden.
Right.
You're not walking around with a magnifying glass going, where are these hot deals? The signs are bigger than the 55-inch TV that we're looking at.
Yes.
I mean, you can't miss them.
They are big signs.
They are massive.
I thought about wearing one as my Halloween costume.
Would be a great Halloween costume.
But
hot deals.
I just don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
Hot deals. Somebody said there's a bacon costume, or Denny Sure has
that would be neat.
Bacon costume. So he's also running for school board. So that's pretty. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to tell anybody who to vote for, but he's got a bacon costume. So That's pretty
Change his
awesome.
motto to vote for bacon.
Bacon never loses.
Right.
All right. One more thing, and then we'll let you go. Again, Halloween tomorrow. Awesome opportunities to get all the candy if you still need it. Please come in. Don't be the house that doesn't have anything for trick-or-treaters. This Isles Online business, the smartphone app, keeps getting better. We've got this awesome Isles Online delivery vehicle. I think is massive. It easily held 1,000 pounds of jelly yesterday. You saw it in that video. That app, put it on your phone if you haven't tried it out yet. If you're busy, we definitely want you to come into the store when you're able to. And people, it's such a social place. But if you're ever in a pinch or you want to try it for the first time, I think Matt and I would both tell you that we hear from folks that are trying it for the first time. And they're like, I can't believe how convenient it is. And that's what it's all about. It's about convenience because we know that everybody's busy, Matt.
It is absolutely convenient. You're sitting at work right now watching our show because you should be.
Right.
And you forgot to pick something up yesterday on your trip. Just throw it on an order and we will get it ready for you. And you can swing through on your way home. It's super fast, super easy.
And the crew is working hard all the time. And they're all good people. I mean, they care, you know?
Yeah. Well,
they care about what they do.
We have 4 full-time people that's their only job.
That is their job,
every week.
Shop your orders.
Just to shop orders. And I always ask them, hey, do you like shopping yourself now, or does this kind of wear it out? And they actually all enjoy it. And matter of fact, they're like, no, I get ideas from it for dinner.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
That's a good point.
Well, and the other added benefit is you know where everything is in the store.
Yes, I always ask them.
Everything.
If I can't find something, I just ask.
Let me just give you a couple of examples. Like prunes. You would think it'd be in an easy spot. Nope. And I know exactly where that. I can take you there right now.
By the raisins.
And I've learned that from when I've shopped Isles Online orders, because you have to figure out, because you never know what's going to be on somebody's list because it's somebody's list. So you learn really quickly how to navigate the store. So
the one that tripped me up yesterday was cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth.
Do you know where cheesecloth is?
I don't. I want to say it would be near the Cheese Island, but
it is near there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in our home goods section.
Okay, so right where we used to do the show.
But I could not find it, so I phoned a friend.
You did?
And
You
the
called
Isles
Regis
Online
Philbin.
team saved me again.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Yeah.
Delmer wouldn't tell you,
No.
so...
No, I don't know where he was. He was probably in the back eating candy corn.
Oh, boy.
Prepping for today.
You know that Delmer Coolers. He loves candy corn. All right, we'll let you get out of here. There's a lot going on in the store. The peanut butter and jelly donation yesterday was awesome. It was a great example of people caring about each other. And, you know, the Urington twins, they've been doing it. You know what it was? Their mom reminded me that they were in 2nd grade and their teacher read them a book. And the book was about, you know, people helping each other, and that's where that idea was born. They're
That
in
is so
2nd
cool.
grade. We have boys that are in 2nd grade right now, and that's where that idea came from. So when you see this on a website or on the news like Channel 8, it's not about us. It's about recognizing people that are doing good. And Hy-Vee has done good in their communities that they're at for years. And then when you see young people like Emma and Abby, that's what it's all about, because they're going to inspire the next young people in our town that can start to make a difference.
That's right, and we got to take care of each other. That's
Yeah.
what life's all about. So
Agree 100%, and I'm glad that I'm not in any of those pictures. So
yeah, you were avoiding the camera.
I did a
yesterday.
pretty good job.
I wonder if it was because of the stash.
It is not because of the stash.
I don't know.
It is because I stick out like a sore thumb.
I don't know
in
if that's
pictures.
it. We'll see. We'll see if he's in more post-stash pictures.
As soon as the stash is gone, I'm back in front of the camera. I mean, right now in front of the camera.
That's-
And hopefully we haven't lost viewership this week. It'll be gone Friday. Don't worry, folks.
I've been
All right.
fielding a lot of complaints.
No, you haven't.
I have.
All right. Well, are they from these guys right over here? Because that wouldn't surprise me. So the Breakfast Club. Not sure where they're at on the stash business. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Good to see you.
You need to go
I'll
back.
get these out of here for you.
I was gonna say I'll keep some of them. That feels like a good amount. We'll keep some of the candy corn. Halloween, and he's leaving all of them. Halloween is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. My costume will be the MyPillow guy. What's funny is that before we started the show this morning, I was talking with Randy and Dave and Naria from Lutheran Living near Starbucks, and I was explaining the MyPillow costume, and Randy wasn't familiar with the MyPillow guy, but now she is, because I showed her a picture of Mike Lindell. So that's it. It's just for a Halloween costume. It's not a new look, but it is a nice whimsical mustache. So I appreciate them being on the show. Oh, thank you, sir. Look at this, a to-go container of candy corn. It's such an interesting thing that there's some people that just don't like candy corn. Yeah, so whether it's braised short rib on Friday or candy corn, we've got to-go containers ready to go. I should have put one under the mic. Here's a little piece right there. Little morsel. Candy corns can be so divisive. You know what we don't need more in this country is divisiveness. But when it comes to candy corn, that's one of those things that people either love it or hate it. There is no middle of the road on candy corn. I am okay with candy corn. You put it with some peanuts, it's a good mix. But there are people out there that are just on team no candy corn. And I would say just give it a chance. Give peace a chance and give candy corn a chance. All right, I'm looking at my list. It is checklist day. You can see my checklist. Look at that. Just for one show. My goodness. Matt, we're also heading into an inventory, Steve. That's a good point. We can't leave any candy corn unaccounted for. Somebody's going to have to pay for it. What's going to happen when they're counting candy on Monday and they're like, we are short one bag of Brock's candy corn. Where is it? And I'm going to just be like, he has it. Right over there. That guy. It's an excellent observation. I need to remember those cherry Brock candies that he likes. If I could just buy him a couple bags, maybe I'll get like an extra day off or something. Listen, it doesn't hurt to try, right? So thanks to Randy Rogantine. Why is her name hard to pronounce? Rogantine. Randy Rogantine. Oh, we do. Perfect. So I'll thank our guest real quick, and then we're going to do the team staffing job board because it is Wednesday. So thanks to Randy Rogantine, the new executive director at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Congratulations to our friend Dave Armstrong, who is retiring as executive director at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Go out there today, 1 till 3 p.m. Open house retirement party for Dave. I'm going to try and make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try and get there. And if I don't make it there, I had him on my show, and it's okay. And thanks to my friend Naria Strickland for being here. Team staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, across from Happy Joe's location here in Muscatine. And, of course, we send our thoughts and prayers to the family of Joe Whitty, who passed away. Happy Joe passed away at 82 years old. Team staffing has the job board on this show Monday, Wednesday, Friday with openings. If you or someone you know is looking for a job, we had fun with our friend Brooke yesterday. And here we go. Brooke's back in the saddle, everybody. It's HR manager. This is at S&J Tube in Wapello, if I'm not mistaken, 563-316-7636. If you have experience in the HR capacity, you should give Brooke a call, and you could start immediately. You can call or email Brooke. Her contact info is right on the screen. Also, still looking for some help with team lead. That pay is BOE based on experience. Call Brooke again, 563-316-7636. All shifts available. Awesome opportunity. I realized I had a lot of my drink left from Starbucks, and I don't want it to get cold because it's nice and warm still. And last but not least on the job board, production labor. Call Brooke, 563-316-7636. If you're thinking you watch the job board and you're not sure if any of those opportunities are right for you, I'll tell you this, they've got at least 100 other ones currently available, and they would love to take care of you. Anybody on the team can help you out. The team is a good one. Game 7 of the World Series tonight, who do you got? That happening? Washington Nationals, Houston Astros, National League, American League. I haven't watched a minute of the game because I'm a Cubs fan. But I guess I would root for the National League, maybe. I don't know. But then aren't the Houston Astros, aren't the Quad City River Bandits an affiliate of the Houston Astros? Single A affiliate, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe you root for the Astros because if they win again, then the folks in the Quad Cities get the World Series ring. Do you know that? That's a pretty good deal. You get the championship ring even if you're, in the low A affiliate, which is awesome. I do love baseball. I'm just a bitter Cubs fan of everybody. Don't hold that against me. I feel like I look like an old-timey baseball player with a mustache. Tony Fingers over here. Raleigh Fingers. I got a wicked screwball. Put a little English on it, right? And I also say the word pappy and madam. Hello, madam. Good to see you, and then a twist mustache. River Bandits are an affiliate of the Astros. Look at that. Circle gets the square, everybody. I wasn't wrong. And Dave Heller, owner of the River Bandits. Good guy. All right. Do I need to tell you anything else? I don't think so. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Wellness Wednesday at the store. 10% off in the health market. Organic produce and health and beauty care items. Halloween is tomorrow. Get that last-minute Halloween candy. If you think the weather isn't going to cooperate, I don't know, Chad, if you can pull up the weather. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the best tonight into tomorrow. So, again, places like Lutheran Living Senior Campus hosting an indoor trick-or-treat. So are the Salvation Army. Yeah, good note there, Steve Areno. Drive safe tomorrow. I would say drive safe always, but definitely on Halloween. If you're cruising down like Mulberry or streets there's a lot of kids, don't drive like a goofball. Pay attention. Put your phone down. I honked at somebody that was just looking at their phone driving the other day, and then they gave me the look, and I was like, stop texting or whatever you're doing. Here's the forecast next 36 hours. What does it say? Cloudy this morning with periods of light rain and snow this afternoon. Temps nearly steady in the mid-30s. Winds north to northeast at 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. Tonight, oh gosh, that doesn't look good. 80% chance of precipitation. Can you click on tonight, Chad? It'll give us a little bit of a blurb there. Snow this evening will transition to snow showers. Bah, hum, bug. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected. Stupid. And then what about Thursday? Can you click on Thursday for me? Snow showers before noon, becoming partly cloudy, high of 35. So by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we'll have potentially 1 to 4 inches of snow on the ground. Hopefully no. I would say hopefully less. I'm in the camp that would like no snow, a dusting. So we'll see what happens. We live in Iowa. We shouldn't be surprised. You don't have to mow. I don't. You know what I noticed today when I was leaving my house is that I have a tree out front and the leaves are like, am I going to have to rake or do I just let the snow cover it? And then it's like, oh, hey, it's spring and there's those leaves I didn't rake. No harm, no foul. My neighbors I got a lot of green thumbs in the neighborhood. They're not witches. They just have literally, they like, I don't know. They could be. But they just got really nice lawns. And then I look like Hobo Joe over here with the leaves everywhere and the 6-foot-tall inflatable dinosaur. All right. Thanks for watching the show. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow morning with Matt is saying he's missing 3 candy corns. Perfect. I don't have them. I got nothing. Chad, you go to the second camera. I got nothing on the table. I got nothing. I got paper. I got pen. I got phone. Starbucks. We have no candy corn here. You even saw me like squirrel one piece away, and then he slid it right in there. I got nothing, sir. What do I got in my pockets? Got a little wallet. Still haven't updated my address. I don't want to go to the DMV. Now, I know people that work at the DMV, and you're marvelous. Can you just do it for me? Can I just text you my address? Can I get preferential treatment for one thing, just so I don't have to go over there? Right? And it's nothing against the DMV. I just forgot to do that. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on Halloween with Dracula on this show and a couple more folks from the Dracula performance, including we'll talk to the director, Callie, who will be here. Pearl City Player is doing Dracula this weekend. Great timing on that. And Dracula will be here tomorrow on the show. Yes, tomorrow's show might suck, everybody. Stay tuned for that. We're out of here. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine and Team Staffing, because Dracula will be here. Don't send me angry letters, because Dracula is a vampire. Dracula, tomorrow, right here on this show. Take care. Bye.
Watching Hy-Vee today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah, man.
This Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.